What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Starting this one off in the office because I have some camera equipment for sale. Over the course of the past 2 years, I've been experimenting with different setups, and well, I've been gathering a lot of things pretty quickly. So for you guys that are vlogging, that are looking to start a channel, that are looking for a great setup that's gonna provide you quality footage that's not a GoPro Hero 5, well, here, I got some deals for you. So this is my first vlogging camera, treated me well, used it for about a year, and well, I've since kind of upgraded in a sense because I want to get more advanced with my cinematic shots. Now, for the beginner vlogger, these things are perfect for you. And I'm gonna cut you guys a deal, well, because you're part of Team Enthusiast. So I've got my Canon 77D body for sale. These go for like $650 on the internet. I'm gonna sell it to you guys for $575. No gimmicks, no games. First come, first serve. It comes with 2 batteries. One's in the camera, and then of course the second one, and its battery charger. Plus it's got the entire box when I bought it brand new. Now for $625, I'll throw in this 10 to 18 millimeter lens, which is a very wide angle lens, perfect for vlogging. That's what I used all the time, so I'll cut you guys a deal there. Now I've also got this more advanced lens. This is an L lens from Canon. It's a 1635. It's very high quality glass. These things sell for like $1,000 new. I will sell this lens for $700. I know I have a lot of photographers out in the audience that could benefit from a setup like this, so I kind of wanted to put it open to you guys first before I throw it on Craig's Book Marketplace. What the hell am I even talking about? Facebook Marketplace. Now, if you guys want everything that you see here, I will let it all go for $1,350. Thanks for listening. Let's get into the vlog. That is not a sight for sore eyes. All right, guys, so we are dealing with an absolutely gorgeous day in Pennsylvania today. It's starting to feel great because consistently the weather is, well, way more tolerable than what it was this entire past winter. But I'm happy that we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and daylight savings feels so good. So what we're gonna do today is take the Minimax on over to the shop, as we have some things that we need to do on it that have kind of just gotten pushed to the side, being that we focused on the DURTYMAX, AKA Ron Burgundy, AKA the Dream Diesel giveaway number 2. If you guys haven't gotten entered already, I definitely encourage that you do so, as well, one of you guys are going to be taking that truck home. So let's grab a few things that have been piling up here at the house, and we will get en route. Ooh, the balance game is real right now. And the birds are chirping. What a beautiful sound that is. The Minimax wants to sing along too. Sweet, sweet melody. And last but not least, I just want to thank all you guys that have sent in license plates. I've got about 4 of them right here, and they all have really awesome stories. Plus, I want to sincerely thank Peter Macy for sending me over a Boost Auto Parts key fob that he bought for his Suburban, which he found out wouldn't work. Not this one, as this is the DURTYMAX one, but now we have one on the Minimax as well. We've got everything up to speed, and it's all thanks to Peter. Thanks so much, Peter. I really appreciate your generosity, man. It will be put to good use, I promise. Oh, I love this thing. Some people take their sports cars out on nice days. We take the Minimax. Oh man, this thing never ceases to disappoint. But we gotta take it easy. We're on the stock head gaskets. Jeez, it's kind of hard though. So that's a small little update for you guys. With the new turbo setup and injectors on this truck, you'd think that running a 400 series turbo would lead to a lot of lagginess, but this truck is actually extremely easy to drive around on a day-to-day. I do prefer to run it in tow haul mode just to get a little bit more out of the shift points, but driving it outside of tow haul is actually very pleasing as well. It's not as laggy as you would think it would be, and really, I actually love driving it every day. Now, it's not as quick and responsive as a VGT turbo, but I'd say that it's definitely not impractical to say that you could drive this turbo every single day. Now, would I recommend it? Probably not. I'd encourage going with a little bit of a smaller frame turbo if you want to go the fixed vane route. But for a truck of this size, that big turbo spools up really quick. It's actually a blast to drive. Welcome back to the shop, guys. It's been a little while since we've been here, both me personally and with all of you guys on the vlog. We got the DURTYMAX holding down the fort, looking freaking awesome as always. And he's just being patient to find out who his new owner is gonna be, AKA one of you guys. So if you haven't gotten entered to win this truck already, I wouldn't wait much longer. This sweepstakes only runs for 1 month, and it ends on Easter Sunday. You guys have all fallen absolutely in love and become infatuated with the DURTYMAX, as have I, but that's a really great thing because ultimately I wanna give it to one of you to enjoy. The process to get entered for this truck is really easy. Every $20 spent on merchandise at enthusiast.com get you 1 automatic entry. I definitely encourage that you guys check out a lot of our new designs. We've got new trucker hats, which isn't this one right here, but there's a bunch of them online. Just think, this truck right here, a 1-of-1 dually, could be yours for the cost of a hat or a shirt or a hoodie or a Steady Bustin' Knuckles banner, which unfortunately they're all sold out. And same with the Passion is the priority ones. And then with the limited snow camo hoodies, guys, I've got great news. I just found a few more in sizes medium, large, extra large, and 2XL. So if you haven't gotten yours, grab it while it's hot, because probably soon after this video airs, that opportunity is gonna be completely gone. And just think, this truck could be yours for one of those purchases. So with that said, guys, today's gonna be another experiment in a way. It seems like we could probably fit 2 trucks in here, although it would be tight considering how massive the DURTYMAX is. But out of curiosity's sake, I think we should give it a shot. Basically gonna have to pull this thing all the way up and forward, probably to like an uncomfortable amount forward, to get the Mini-Max in here, well, because we need to do some things on that truck today. If it's too tight, then the DURTYMAX is gonna get the boot. So let's give it a shot. Do I have enough room to walk around them? No, but we should give it a shot anyway. Oh, I think we're gonna be good. Oh wow, it's tight. I would say technically it works, but it is a little cramped to say the least. But at least I know, for general storage purpose, it can happen. Let's move that in so I don't knock myself out. There's definitely no walking around the front. Well, I think I could make it work because I'm skinny. Still tight though. Well, you know what? For today's sake, just to say that we did, we're gonna stick it out. All right, man, the hospitality is real over here at Enthusiast World headquarters. So first things first, we have a license plate from Missouri, from Utah, and 2 from Arkansas, an antique one too, which is really awesome. So big shout out to Joseph Carlson for the Arkansas plates, Kyle Humpman for the Missouri plate, and John Pepple for the Utah plate. What we're gonna do with these is start to line the shop. So you guys can see that little piece of 1x4 that runs around the shop. Well, yeah, that's where we're gonna start lining the plate. So if you guys haven't set in plates yet, or you have extra plates laying around, my P.O. Box information is below or right here on the screen at P.O. Box 113 Marietta, Pennsylvania. You can just go ahead and address that to either Enthusiast or DURTYMAX Jack. I'm gonna be checking that P.O. here in a little bit. I haven't checked it for about a week since I received this stuff right here. So if you've sent one, awesome. We will get to it in another vlog. I cannot wait to get this place all nice and littered up with your support from across the US. And well, Canada too. You guys are welcome as well. And I guess anywhere else in the world too, if you guys are watching from awesome places. And what I'll do is write your name on your plate when it arrives so I remember exactly who sent it. I look at it kind of like a small token of my appreciation for all the support. Now that's enough with current events on the channel. Let's go ahead and talk about what we're gonna be doing to the Mini-Max today. So first things first, then I'm gonna say easiest thing first. I bought some aux beam products for the truck. I had these laying around. I don't even know if they're any good, but these are the ones that we wanna kind of look at as well. This truck is somewhat out of date when it comes to lighting. So what I picked up here is a set of 3157 daytime running light bulbs. These are like 6K or 5K LEDs. They're gonna go right in that spot right there. Picked up a set for the DURTYMAX as well. And then I also picked us up a set of aux beam LEDs for the fog lights on this truck. I've got the LEDs up here, but not down here. And well, I felt like this truck was a little bit, you know, out of balance. So let's go ahead and rip into this thing and throw these bulbs in, check them out, make sure they work well, and then we'll get into another lighting mod that I've been putting off for a while on this truck because, well, I really didn't want to get into it, but I figured today was the perfect day. Hopefully these things fit. I guess they just plug and play. Woo. Moment of truth. Oh yeah, we are good to go, boys. Now hopefully they fit. Why is that so loose? Oh, we are good to go. We'll zip tie that up a little bit. Something like there. Nice. Now I bought these like really fast on Amazon, so hopefully they match the headlights. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Oh yeah, we're good to go. It's a good sign. And while we're over here, we might as well do the lower lights as well. Hot, hot, hot. Woo! There it goes. Test that out quick. Oh, gotta swap it. So it doesn't look like any of the LEDs actually work for that one there. And I did get the right bulb too, that's kind of weird. Oh well, all right, we're gonna put the other fog light in and we're gonna keep cruising because we have a date with that mirror today. We got another package from our good friends at Boost Auto Parts. So as you guys can see, we've got some switchbacks for the Mini-Max, which are probably a little bit long overdue now. These are the same ones that I actually put on the DURTYMAX, as you guys can see illustrated right here. They're tinted amber running lights and amber turn signals that should basically bolt right into the mirrors that I have on that truck. And I guess this is the wiring harness for the mirror, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have the wiring harnesses that are right on the back. Now the question of today is whether or not it will work for the mirrors that are on that truck because, well, I cheaped out and I'm regretting it, but I bought them on Amazon. And then in this one right here, we actually have a replacement glass, which really isn't anything all that special. It looks exactly like that one right there. And then of course the wiring harness associated to said replacement. Now I'll show you the reason why. Again, these mirrors were off Amazon. I bought them before I even discovered Boost Auto Parts and their extremely convenient method of retrofitting the new style tow mirrors on old style trucks. So as you can see over here, we have ourselves a red turn signal. Then as you can see right here, an orange turn signal. Orange is from the Amazon mirrors, red is from Boost Auto Parts. And the reason that they're different is because when they were down at Peach Bottom Auto Body, we were just trying to simply remove this lens or glass and it broke on that side. So we're gonna pull this one off today. And then while that's off, we should be able to take this plastic trim piece off and access the switchback lens, which is right here. Which is also a good thing because I'm seeing a little bit of condensation buildup right there inside that lens. So I'm a little nervous about this, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully I don't break this while it's coming out, but you never know unless you try. So let's get started. Breathe, 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 my God. My heart rate is just through the roof. And there's your bottom glass. Just go ahead and disconnect that. Pull the heating elements off. And just like that, we would be done if we were just switching the glass, but we are not just doing that today. We need to do the lenses on the outside as well. So we are flying at the seat of our shorts here, learning as we go. I think I might be able to get in there with a Phillips head, or at least I'm hoping that I can. That would make my life a hell of a lot easier. All right. Number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, and number 5. Okay, we're off to a good start. Wow. All right. So this is what the inside of an Amazon 2015 and a half style tow mirror looks like, if you guys were, ever curious. And then with this back in view, we just want to pull out this lens right here. Basically, pull the entire damn thing apart and retrofit it with all Boost Auto Parts equipment versus, well, just simply ordering it all from Boost Auto Parts and bolting it on the damn truck. So this is why it always pays to do your research. Hey, what's happening, man? How are you?
Good. Awesome. They said send it to you.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man.
Drop it off.
Yeah, thanks so much, dude. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I just gave you a look.
So I just wanted to stop in real quick. I'm hoping I get one of the sweatshirts.
Thanks so much for the support, man. It's a little dirty in here. Hey guys, check this out. We had a subscriber stop by to drop off a license plate. They're right here, so they're gonna come on by. It's all right, guys. If you're camera shy, no worries. I was just battling this stupid thing that I can't figure out how to get out. But yeah, here's the DURTYMAX or Ron Burgundy, or call it what you will. A little bit bigger in the flesh.
This thing's a tank.
Yeah, it's huge. I mean,
Lord.
We've got it all outfitted, and it's great. Like, I'm gonna be sad to see it go, but I know it's gonna change somebody's life.
Beautiful truck.
Thank you, man. And thanks for the plate, man.
No problem.
Let me grab your full name here. I just want to write it on the plate so I can remember who sent it. Hey, it was really nice meeting you guys.
You too.
I'll see you around. Thanks for the plate again. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
See you guys. Well, that was a really cool interaction, Steve. Thank you so much for popping in, guys. I just want to let you know, the individuals that you saw walking around here, I was messaging before, so I do ask that you all respect my privacy if you know where my shop is, as I like to meet as many people as I can in person, but there's always the proper times for that, and I'd actually talked to Steve and said, hey, next time that I'm at my shop, if you drive by, you're welcome to stop in, and that's why he did. So Steve, it was really awesome to meet you, dude, and well, now I gotta get back to fighting this thing. I don't really know what is going on here. It's not the easiest to get out because I'm trying to pull this way. You can see that there's plastic pieces on the top and the bottom. And then in here, this is kind of an elevated tab, which doesn't necessarily make it too easy to just pull out. And I'm trying to be extremely methodical with how I'm working this plastic because, well, I don't want to snap a piece of plastic that I had professionally painted. So let me work on this for a little bit while longer and try and get this thing out here, and then we can try and do the reassembly. All right, guys, we got it out. As you can see here, what you had to do was actually, rather than pull it out this way, which was like mission impossible, you actually kind of had to get this tab free from this little window right here, and then actually work the lens down through the bottom. So what we'll try and do here is finagle this new one up into its designated location, and hopefully it goes relatively smooth. Wow, nice. Couldn't have got any better if we tried, boys. All right. All right, we have a turn signal, which is great news, as you guys can see, but we have this other wire right here, and I believe that that is going to connect to probably this backup light. All right, so this one connects here. These are not hooked up yet, so they will not do anything. All right, so we've got that all bolted in. It's gonna look really awesome when it all comes together. I wanted to do the tinted lenses because they're gonna match the tinted Recon cab lights, and it's just gonna kind of aid and abet on this whole like black and white theme that we got going on in the truck. But the one debacle here is that with this wiring harness, it gives you the ability to run this light as both a daytime running light and a turn signal. They're switchbacks, which is awesome, but being that we're retrofitting these into some probably cheap China-made Amazon knockoff mirrors, it doesn't have the integrated wiring to do exactly that. So I really have one of two choices. This wire right here is initially intended to hook up to the backup lights right here, which have not been connected thus far. I pretty much just tucked the wiring up under the cab when I did the initial install because I didn't get around to it. Now, my decision here is whether to hook this up as backup lighting or to run it as a daytime running light. I think I'd rather benefit from the daytime running light than that of the backup light because unfortunately in my situation, I really only have two options. So what I'm gonna do here, guys, is finish up reassembling this whole mirror, and I'm gonna hook these up under the hood so that way when I throw this truck into reverse or unlock it, it will actually light up my doors. It's kind of a nice thing. So I'll catch you guys right after. Oh yeah, here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. And we've got a light over there as well. Oh, that's nice. So we are pretty much ready to rock and roll in terms of all of the exterior lighting now, and we've got full functionality of our turn signal too, which looks awesome. I am pretty bummed, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of contradicted myself earlier on that I didn't run the lights to connect those. Maybe that'll just be another project for me on the side at some given point in time, but I'm pretty stoked right now because I drive the Mini-Max a lot, and the fact that now we've got HIDs all around and we've got our backup lights working now, I am pretty excited about that because these will absolutely come in handy, especially for us guys, you know, that like a little bit of privacy, aka some tint on our windshields.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep.
So if there's one thing that I gotta say, guys, I have gotten really good at wiring up these 2015.5 tow mirrors onto these classic body style DURTYMAXs, and you know, I'm not too mad about that. They are definitely worth it if you guys are considering taking the leap and spending the few $100s to go ahead and get yourself a set of these. I would definitely recommend them. You know, they just make the trucks look that much cleaner, and I really just love how they kind of tie together these trucks, if you can't tell. I'm a little biased. So guys, I think that I found our next project vehicle that's coming out of the channel, and I was actually really excited about having the opportunity to potentially tow it back home. Now, it is from another state down south, which is a very good sign, and it is something that is definitely gonna be a first for us here on the DURTYMAX Jack YouTube channel, and for that, I couldn't be any more excited about kind of pioneering or adventuring on this new experience with all of you guys. So I am already kind of scheming what it is that I'm going to want to accomplish with this new build, and I've got some pretty great ideas that I think we're all gonna really enjoy. Back to what I was saying, I thought that I was gonna be able to hook a trailer up to this truck to tow with it, which I was super stoked about, but come to find out, the party that I'm gonna be buying it from actually offered to ship it up this way, which was extremely nice of them, and that way I don't really have to sacrifice an entire day to drive down. Now, it would have made some pretty cool content, and I would have loved to have towed with this truck just to see how it would have performed, but I kind of couldn't say no to that opportunity. So hopefully here within the next few videos, we're gonna have yet another diesel on the channel. So stay tuned. All right, so now that the job is finished, we need to kind of reorganize again. And for video reference, there's a good look for you guys at what the Boost Auto Parts running lights would look like if, well, I didn't just cut corners back in the day. So moral of the story here, guys, don't cut corners. I got my daytime running light out still, but luckily we've got extras now. I gotta get to that. I'll get to it eventually. But moral of the story here, guys, don't cut corners. Just go ahead and be done with it. That way you don't have to worry about instances like this where you want to do something in the future and, well, the platform that you're dealing with doesn't have the capability. I didn't really take my own advice on that one. It's a shame. Oh yeah. All LED headlights looking good. Mini-Max, you are just coming together, girl. On a serious note though, guys, I want to give you a quick update as to some events that I'm going to be attending this year. So I hopefully have the chance to meet and interact with, well, all of you guys, my absolutely awesome supporters. So first one coming up of the season is Memorial Day weekend down at Galot Motorsports Park. If you guys haven't already, take a notepad out or open up take a note or open up your notepad on your phone or whatever the case might be and set a reminder, because I would love to meet you guys out here. So first one of the year is Memorial Day weekend. That is down in Benson, North Carolina at Galot Motorsports Park. Myself, Guitarmageddon, Gavin Simon, and a few other YouTubers are going to be collecting back down there to basically have an awesome weekend full of motorsport activities. I will be attending with the Mini-Max. Maybe the Mini-Max might or might not have a built motor at that point in time. That event is going to be absolutely awesome. There are going to be dirt drags down there as well as 8th mile drag racing. We might drag race this truck, but I can damn well guarantee you we will be dirt dragging this thing, and we'll be basically throwing as much boost and roost as possible. And it is going to be an absolutely awesome time. So if you guys are from the South, or if you're just looking to take an awesome weekend trip, that will be number one. Then definitively number two, as of right now, it's still kind of early in the season, so I'm working out some details with other events, but the other one that is absolutely locked in is up here in Pennsylvania, as a matter of fact, Lancaster County. It is at the Renaissance Fair right north of Manheim, Pennsylvania, and it is called the Keystone State Diesel Nationals. There will also be dirt drags there, and well, we're gonna be throwing boost and roost at that event as well. Plus, it's gonna be a really cool time. The Renaissance Fair is this really awesome, like eclectic location that I've actually never personally attended, but I've heard it's really cool. That will be open, so families, please come out and bring your children. It's gonna be a very family-friendly event. So will Galot Motorsports Park. And of course, there's gonna be vendors and concessions and all those great things that you could do over the course of hopefully what will be a very nice weekend, weather-wise as well, fingers crossed. And that will be over the weekend of July 13th. So if there's anything that you guys need to know, Benson, North Carolina, Memorial Day weekend, and July 13th at the Renaissance Fair in Pennsylvania. There will be other events that I plan on attending, it's just they haven't locked in stone yet. I'm gonna start kind of mentioning these two over the course of time just to keep them in front of you guys, because trust me, I know what it's like to schedule out a weekend, or technically I really don't because my wife does all the scheduling, but if there's anything that I know that I need to schedule, it's these two events. And I'm trying my best, babe, to get better at planning. I promise, I'm trying. I'm sorry if it's not working all that well, but I'm doing my best. So mark your calendars now, because I can't wait to meet some of you guys and of course see some more familiar faces. This is always so tempting. Man, that never gets old. You know, I'll tell you what, if there's one thing that these traction bars have done, it's make rolling burnouts a hell of a lot easier. And in turn, my need for that Nitto sponsorship even more necessary. Nitto, I know that there's a representative out there that's watching this channel. I'm not asking for free, but a discount would be really appreciated, as I'm running your tires pretty much on every truck that I own. Well, except for the DURTYMAX dually, but Fury, let's just keep that to ourselves. So guys, there's another look for you at the finished product. It looks good. I'm really happy with it. Super stoked on how they turned out. And if you guys are looking to do the same thing to your truck, it does not take an expert to do what I did. Just take your time, be careful, and don't pull on something in excess. If it doesn't feel like it's gonna pop off, then maybe take a new angle. That is my best advice, especially as you're working these mirrors. Your best approach is to tilt it all the way up, get your full hand up underneath, and kind of pull back at once. Don't grab this corner and pull, because you're just gonna crack your mirror. And then these bottom ones don't necessarily have to come out. If yours work your way out easily, then yeah, pop it off, but you can always work a screwdriver underneath like I did on the driver's side. But all in all, I would actually suggest go ahead and, oh God, was that a bug that I just smeared? Yeah, probably. But all in all, really happy with the fact that we did that. I think we might have to do a set on the LML too, but I don't know, at the same time, I just love how that truck looks. And speaking of that truck, we do have some mods that are going to be coming to that thing soon. I'm just kind of doing my research right now as to what it is that I want to do exactly, because there are so many different options out. And guys, I have a question for all of you regarding undercoating. The Mini-Max isn't necessarily in the best condition in terms of its frame and its under chassis. I don't want to do a complete frame resto, but I would like to pull the bed off of it bit, take the front wheels off, and at least coat some of the exposed areas to make it just a little bit more, let's just say, aesthetically appealing, as well as protect some of the areas that are somewhat questionable. This truck by no means has rot going all the way through the frame or anything like that, but it is our project, and I've never done anything like that before. I know it makes a mess, but we have a shop now, and finally I think that's the perfect environment to knock out a project like that. So drop a comment below as to what you guys would advise doing for that frame restoration, whether it's like Pour 15 or any other kind of coating that's available that you guys have maybe used or interacted with, or just prefer in general, as I'm going to take that advice and probably apply it right here for myself. Should be kind of an interesting project. I know it's going to make a mess, and it'll probably lead to that truck being down for an extended period of time, but I think it's something that we definitely have to do before the season starts. So anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to end the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Not all that much cinematic stuff in this video specifically. I apologize. I know that you guys really enjoy it, but I can say that I actually have another camera on the way, as I might be switching away from Canon to Sony, which to anybody that's like a camera nerd out in the audience knows that that's like a big deal. I mean, that's like me on the scale from switching from like Chevy to Ford. I mean, that's that big of a deal. But I understand that, at least for anybody that cares, Sony packs a lot more into their cameras for a much lower price versus Canon, who's gotten kind of comfortable in their market. And I do film on a Canon right now. You guys are watching all this on an M50. And for the cinematics, I really love telling stories that way, because personally, if I was you, I would like to watch a vlog that way as well. But at the level of cinematics that we're doing right now, I'm actually a little bit maxed out by my camera, my hardware, which took a little bit of time to get to, but I decided to finally pull the trigger. So I'll kind of let you guys know how that goes as well, as we're kind of making progress. So as I mentioned again in the beginning of the video, if you guys want to grab a camo hoodie, now's your chance, because they're actually going to be completely gone about 24 hours after you watch this upload. So grab them while you can. But if you don't want to grab one of those, I promise we actually have another limited release product coming during the week of April 14th. So stay tuned for that. Grab some entries for the LBZ Dually giveaway, as you could take it home. Just imagine that, a hat could give you that truck. I mean, the truck that is pretty much the favorite truck on this channel, you guys basically get to take home as a trophy. That's pretty cool. Check out Enthusiast's first link in the description below. My likely I love you guys. Do what you do best. Tap that subscribe button on the way out, and I will see you all in the next upload.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.